To start? Turn your mic on though.
What I say, this meeting has been.
Jamie's just trying to get the YouTube page started.
Keep going. With all of this? Yeah, because I'm not doing the tiny braids. The braids are supposed to stand themselves, but. Can he hear you?
Yeah, he can hear me. He's just trying to figure it out. He'd be super focused. He'd be laser focused.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What'd you call us? What'd you call us, Ray and who?
Ray and Claude.
Yeah, Ray and Claude. I think about that shit all the time. That's some shitty, that is so perfect, right?
That is y'all for sure. I be cracking up. You know, Jamie, my son, he said, Ma, that's the perfect name for them. I was like, I know. Especially when y'all get to joking, y'all be too funny.
We'd be crying, boy.
But did you see that movie?
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I got that on speed dial.
Right. So, you was Ray. You know how Ray acted.
That's some funny shit. Because I always call Jamie Ray, but I know what you meant already. So
You Ray. Jamie was Claude.
Hey, just long as neither one of us was Bernie Mac.
Right.
All right, y'all. Hey, look, now we on, baby. We on. We live. We fresh. I think we fresh. I think we on, right?
Oh,
I believe we on. It says we live, so I think we on, y'all. It don't seem like we got no lag or anything now. So again, this is Sankofa 180 degrees. My name is Jamie. That's my partner down there.
The boy what up?
Hey, so my partner got a nice little presentation for you for us today. So hey, it's all you, King.
Hey, so in the light of the propaganda that's going on with the anti-Semitic business, and so I don't want to delve into too much of that, but I want to give an introduction to where you can people that view this can do their personal research, and there's going to be enough information given in there to do plenty of research. So you see, I ain't even shaving nothing. I've been studying all week long. I've been in it too much, actually, and so because it's really interesting, and without this information, delving in and doing research, then we get caught up like these cats is getting caught up, right? And so descriptions of that are going to be identified in these two videos I'm going to show. One is about 25 minutes, but it's from SETI from Detroit. And then I'm going to bring on Zion Lex, and he's a Hebrew Israelite, I believe, right, Jamie?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, and he a powerful Hebrew Israelite as well.
Yeah, he a powerful one too. So you get some solid information, really baseline, And then I didn't want to, you know, put all that smoke on, you know, Sankofa for $1.80, you know, so, you know, you gotta keep it respectable on there, just for our culture, you know, and our purpose, for we want to provide for, you know, the masses. So, let's get that video started. Let me share the screen. I'm not going to show all the SETI's video, but I highly encourage that you watch the whole thing because he going in, and so you know I'll have that provided as well.
They've been calling us monkeys, so what the fuck do y'all?
Here we go. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start this right now. We'll go for about 25 minutes, and then we'll. I know you're gonna want to ask questions or throw dimes on it, but we're just gonna get to the next video and just build the mind, just overload it a little bit. So.
And so instead of, you know, in the way you came at it, you know what I'm saying? You should, you know they're going, you know, they're not going to listen to black people. You see, they're not going to listen to black people. And nothing that you can put it in the Bible and this, that, and the third, because you don't understand what the, you know, what the white Jew, his holy book is the Talmud. Okay? Is the Talmud. Okay? And so that's what you do not understand. You see, which is one of the most racist piece of literature on the planet Earth based on the documentation that's in it. And I seen what was in it. You see, I didn't see, and I'm going in it even deeper to find more verses. You see, where they didn't went in there and put some crazy, you know, information in there about our people. Okay, let me get this up there. Let me get this information up there. It's time to go to work at this time. Here we go. Let me bring it on up there. Here we go. Now, see, they can, you know, they think they could get away with all the racism. You understand that they project on our people because our people don't, you know, when you look at our people, we too busy doing dumb shit against one another. You see, you say something about them, they stand. You see, they stand and they put whatever power they got, they put it behind, you know, they come together and then they put that power against you to make you break you and bring you to your goddamn knees or unless you fight back. You see, and you know, black people so divided, you understand what I'm saying, that they don't have that type of power base. They got the potential to have that power base, but they don't use it to bring people to respect them the same way that other people use their collective power to make other people respect them. You see, you know, and so, you know, the thing is, we got to understand they got so many curses, you understand, on black people. And when you read, see, the Talmud is their official interpretation of the Torah. You see, you got to have an official interpretation of the Torah. So the Talmud is the official interpretation of the Torah, how they, you know, how they practice politics. You understand? What is it? Don't just read it. You have to read it according to the rabbis. You understand what I'm saying? And how they interpret it. And so that interpretation becomes the Talmud, the law, you see? And so you got, you know, many curses in the book on supposedly black people. okay, on black people. And you can tell that these ain't nothing but core racists. Busted. You understand what I'm saying? Busted in all their racism, and we're gonna go over some of that racism today. One of the curses is the curse of Ham, who is one of the sons of Noah. They say he was white. He was white, but he did something on the ark. He did something on the ark that he had no business doing. You see, he did something on the ark that he had no business doing, and God struck blackness on his skin. That's what it say in the Talmud. That's what it says. His skin was smitten. You see, he was smitten in his skin. Okay, and the interpretation that he was turned black. Now, this is from Dr. Ben. Is right up out of the Babylonian or the Talmud. I seen also where they went even further than that. With this particular verse in the Talmud, it says, "Now I cannot beget the fourth son, whose children I would have ordered to serve you and your brothers. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn, whom they enslaved. And since you have disabled me, doing ugly things in the blackness of night, Canaan's children." Now he talking to Ham. He's talking to Ham. You see? Now I'm gonna start it again so you understand. He's talking to Ham, okay, who's supposedly the father of the African nations. He is the father of Cush, Ethiopia. He's the father of Mizraim, Egypt. He's the father of Canaan. He's the father of Punt. Okay, so he talking. This is Noah. I think this is Noah. This is Noah talking to Ham. He said, "Now I cannot beget the fourth son whose children I would have ordered to serve." And so he didn't even, how in the hell, he didn't even know this happened on the boat. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have no damn children yet. You understand what I'm saying? So how would he have cursed the man right then and there? How the hell would he had even known that he had a damn son named Canaan? It says, "Now I cannot beget the fourth son whose children I would have ordered to serve you and your brothers. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn." And that's not true, because Canaan was not the firstborn of Ham. Cush was the firstborn of Ham. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn, whom they enslaved. And since you have disabled me, doing ugly things in the blackness of night, Canaan's children shall be born ugly and black. Okay? Ugly and black. Moreover, because you twisted your head around to see my nakedness, your grandchildren's hair should be twisted into kinks, and their eyes red. Again, because your lips jested at my misfortune, theirs shall swell. And because you neglected my nakedness. Because what happened was Ham came in on Noah, and Noah had got drunk, and he had fell out butt naked on the boat, and Ham jested. Now in the Talmud, he say that Ham violated Noah. Violated Noah. Okay? That's what it say. That he violated Noah. You see, that's why it says, because doing ugly things in the blackness of night. Okay? Because you neglected my nakedness, they shall go naked, his children, and their male members shall be shamefully elongated. Boy, men of this race are called Negroes. Their forefather Canaan commanded them to love theft and fornication, to be banded together in hatred of their masters and never tell the truth. Wow. 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 And you can look this up. See, you can look this up. You can look this up. Let me go down here. And this is, you know what, I looked at this video where it dealt with a brother. I think he was a pastor, and he had dealt with the Talmud, and he had went in too and pulled up the verses of what he saw that was in the Talmud, and it's many, many more. And I don't know why they act like they ain't there when anybody could buy the book and see that it's there. You see? And so this is the Talmud. It gives you the 108b Sahedrin. I actually was able to go online to a Talmud that you could read online. And I say, you know what? I went to that 108b and I found it. And I knew that you could see he had scanned in the whatever the chapter and verse. And so I was able to find, and it was exactly what the brother put up there. It was exactly what he put up there. Okay. And it says, our rabbis taught 3 copulated in the ark. They were all punished: the dog, the raven, and Ham. The dog was doomed to be tied. The raven expirates his seed into his mate's mouth, and Ham was smitten in his skin. Now let me say something. Let me read you the definition, because I got the definition in here of what the Talmud. So y'all know what the Talmud is the central text in rabbinic Judaism and the primary source of Jewish religious law and Jewish theology. Do you hear that? Primary source, even over the Torah, even over the Torah. You see, the thing is that when you read the Torah, it's not hard to show where African people have a heavy presence. Okay, you see it, and you cannot deny. And so when you can't win in that book, you have to create another book. You see, and so they had to create a book in which they can win in. They can't win in the Torah, so they have to have an official interpretation of the Torah where they can come out on top. That's basically what it is. You understand? Where they can have an interpretation where they can come out on top. And basically that's what it's. So you understand that this Talmud is the official, the primary source. Let me, I hate when I got all them lines in there. Let me get them lines out of there. Okay. The primary, you see, in nearly all Jewish communities, the Talmud was the centerpiece of Jewish cultural life and was foundational to all Jewish thought and aspirations, serving also as the guide for the daily life of Jews. The Talmud, right there. You see? And I didn't have to put that in there, but there's some things that, they was said about Jesus, which I don't care. Now this is Yitzhak Yosef. Yitzhak Yosef, okay, who is the chief rabbi, even to this day. Even though he said this, I believe, he said this back in, I believe, 2018, when he said this. 2018 is when he said this. racially charged comments made by Israeli Chief Rabbi Yitzhak Yosef, comparing, now don't say people of color, African people to monkeys. And this is from the ADL, utterly unacceptable. Oh my God. Chief Rabbi calls black people monkeys. Okay? And so they tried to say people of color. Don't do that. Do we see that? You see the ADL right there? He was specific. Ain't no goddamn people of color. See, all people got color. Who the fuck was he talking to? You see? He was talking to African people. All the other, and so they want to be deceptive right there. You see? They want to be deceptive right there. And so you see, come down. This is another. Let's not forget Chief Rabbi Yosef also used his weekly sermon to describe secular women as animals because they do not dress modestly. So but that just show you where he at. You know what I'm saying? You and they call black people animals in apes. You understand? Apes. And this shit is crazy that they know it's there. Israeli Chief Rabbi calls, they gave it up, calls African Americans monkeys. Because when he made the comment, he was looking at a little black boy from America. I don't know if the little black boy had been adopted. You see what I'm saying? By two white parents. But he called and basically said they had a little monkey. That's what he said. And this is the chief rabbi. And you know what? He's still in his position. He has not been removed. Even to this day, he has not been removed. And so one of the things that wait a minute. It says right here, Chief Rabbi Yosef is the subject of sharp criticism today. Okay. Now I'm gonna go down here because he used the word. He said in a video, the rabbi talks about black people in the streets of America whose parents are white, then calls the black son of a white couple a monkey. He also used the Hebrew word kushi to describe black people, which is widely considered a racial slur in Israel. And so right there, even in his racism, it shows and proves that when he looked at, he see Cush. You see, he sees Cush. He sees Cush. And so the one thing, I was just on my live on Patreon and I brought that up. I'm going to tell you the one thing, and you have to use the Bible to, it's an instrument. It's an instrument. You see, it's an instrument, just like they use it as an instrument, you see? And so you have to use it to your advantage. The one thing that I recognize in all my studies, that in the Bible, Cush, which is Sudan, which is Nubia, is brothers with Egypt. Now, if you go into white academia, they're going to try to make Egypt and Nubia separate nations, separate people. Okay? But when you come into the fold of the Bible, Cush, Nubia, Sudan is brothers with Egypt. They say it like, and now I don't know where they in that Talmud, they just show you that they change what they want. Because in the Bible, another thing that is profound, that they give it up, that they wish they had not given it up like that. Cush is the older brother. Not no goddamn Canaan. No, Cush was the older brother. And I can back that up, and I can go in there and back that up, that Cush was the older brother. And so that proves that the knowledge and the civilization came from the south of Egypt. That's very significant, you see? And it also, see, when you say Cush and not understanding that this is Sudan, I like saying Sudan. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the blacks. blackest nations. You see what I'm saying? Sud. You see what I'm saying? It's black. You see? And so it ain't no, and why I say that, because there's no mistake in that. You know, it's no mistake. Black, burnt black. You see what I'm saying? That Nimrod, who founded Mesopotamia, was the son of Sudan. I could say Nubia. You see, I could say, and I could say Kush. I could say, but when people say Sudan, you see that changes shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a modern understanding of it. Because Kush is a powerful word that you could say Mesopotamia is an extension of Kush. So they try to play with that word. You see what I'm saying? You got Kush, and the boundaries of Kush is, across Asia and Africa. You see what I'm saying? So they could play with that word. You can't play with Sudan because it's right in the heart of Africa. You see? You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, I use that term. So you can see that even Mesopotamia come out of Sudan, come up out of Nubia, going further up the Nile. You see? They shouldn't have said that. They told some truth. See, that's what we don't fail to understand. That's the one thing that the Bible do tell. That's the truth. It's poison that's wrapped around something sweet. The sweetness is the truth, but there's a whole lot of poison in it too. So you got to be able to go in there and separate what's truth and discard the poison. Okay? And it's enough in there that you can use. And so they knew that they had spoken early. That, that Ham, and, they talk about Egypt too. Now, when I said that first verse, which I didn't, I hadn't heard the verse after that, because it says that, and it says he banded together in hatred of their masters. Wait a minute, I ain't even got it up. Yes, it is. And never tell the truth. And it also said that he would people the hottest places, and he named Cush, he named Egypt, and he named India. Okay, that was in the Talmud. So they named Cush, they named Egypt, and they named India. That Ham populated those areas. You see what I'm saying? So even in the Talmud, they saw India as an extension of the great Kushite Empire. Okay, they seen that as an extension of the great Kushite Empire. And so that's what we get up out of that. So they said too much. And that's why when they get a definition now, this is what they say. Where's that Ham shit at? They had to add an extension to it to take us out of that. And that's what these Negroes who call themselves Hebrew Israelite, they try to bring this shit up all the time as if Moses put it in there. It said right here, when you get the definition of Ham, it says the youngest son of Noah, which is okay. I'll take that one. I thought that this was Ham, the children of Ham. The youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Okay? Not the Negroes. Now, what's so goddamn funny about that, you can look Negro up as a word. That's a 16th century word. Okay? That's Spanish and Portuguese. It's a 16th century word. It does not exist before the 16th century. Before the 16th century, the European was using the term Moor. Okay? They was using the term Moor for the African. You understand what I'm saying? Then in the 16th century, and then in many areas where it's Latinized, they still use the term Moor. Okay? But in the, the Spanish and Portuguese, they use the term Negro. So it says Ham, the father, the progenitor of the dark race is not the nigger. Ain't no Negroes living. He's supposed to be, living 2000 BC. Ain't no fucking Negroes living no 2000 BC. So that right there is explicit psychopathic racism, where you injected a derogatory term for African people, a modern derogatory term for African people into the book to allude that it's not including us. Okay, so yes, the dark races, but not us. So that means that we not the Ethiopians, we not the Egyptians, we not the Libyans, we're not the Negro. That's what we're not. We're not the Negro. We are those things. But you needed a way out of that because you spoke and you said too much. You said too much. Okay, not the Negroes. Okay, and so I guess they feel we the curse of Canaan. Okay, I guess we the curse of Canaan. And even if you say we the curse, still even there, in which we are not, but still even there, that means that the Negro is the indigenous people of Israel. See, no way you can get around that. The Negro that you claim, is the curse of Canaan. You see what I'm saying? Not the Egyptians, not the Ethiopians, not the Canaan. Even then, the land that you occupying today, you're still admitting that he was the indigenous person of that land. So no, it's like they lie and they lie and they lie and they get caught up in the lie. You see, you get caught up and you can't get out of the lie. You see? So if the Canaanites are the Negroes, we were still in the land before you. Okay? And that you came in, you committed genocide on our people, and you took the land. That's all it's saying. Let me get back to this.
All right, so that ain't even fair. That ain't even fair for me to just skip to the next video that quick. So I'm not gonna say nothing because I've been studying and I'm really locked and loaded. But it doesn't. It's gonna come too rough and too precise. So I don't want to put all that out there. But Jamie and Jennifer and the baby girl, if y'all got something to say, lay it out. I'll say one thing though. One thing, I wrote a lot of notes, but there's one thing I want to say is he mentioned the people that stole from the Gentiles, right? You can't give back to the Gentile what has been taken away from them. That is the will of God, right? And that's what they believe, right? That's what the people of the Talmud believe, and other religious factions. So I don't want to get into all that. And I swear if I go any further with it, it's gonna get loose. so I'll let Jamie say something, or anybody else that wants to jump in, and then we can watch that other video because it's gonna just back this up.
Jamie, what do you think about it?
Well, I mean, it's always been like that, where they can always voice anything they want about us, even in their teachings. You see what it says in the Talmud, right? You see what that say, man. It's like for real, like you can just literally say whatever you want to say about us. You can even the rap lyrics. We can talk all day about killing one another and all that, right? Kidnapping and everything else that go along with it, right? But then, but you better not say nothing about doing that to a Jewish community or or you know what I mean, or you know, you can't just speak. You can't, like, your teachings can't, like, your teachings, whatever your religious beliefs is, it can't say nothing about like a you know, a Jewish community, right? Because if it does, it's going to be considered an anti-Semitic teaching, right? And that is a guarantee, you know, an automatic no-no. But then look at their teachings, and that's not an automatic no-no. That's teachings. They live, but a lot of them literally live by that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I mean, that's you know, here we go again, where, you know, they'll notice what we say, but you see what dude said about, you know, black people being monkeys. I mean, really, like, not now. Why ain't that in the all over the news and all over the, you know, the social media, and, you know, why ain't that? Why wasn't that, you know, like, flooded throughout the media like this stuff is with Kyrie Irving and Kanye West. You know, now they done flooded, you know, every media outpost, outlook, or outlet, right, that they can with this information. But where was the information when dude was calling black people monkeys, right? You know, where was why they didn't flood it then? Flood the tabloids like they do this, like, you know, like you know, I'm just, you know, it's just weird to me, man.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me, man. But, you know, that's where we live at, because the same thing with the rap music. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to target each other, but you say something about a Jewish community, or you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I mean? Oh boy, hey, you'll never rap again.
Right. Right. So that's some good stuff, man. You know, it just reminds me of, you know, people are really familiar with 400 years. That shit been banging off since forever, right? And so that's the history that we in. And so, you know, there's so many similarities to, you know, the things that they tried to, you know, you can start with the 10 Commandments, right? And they broke at least 8 of them motherfuckers, right? All right. So, um, all that stuff they try to impart upon us, they're doing themselves, you know, the ideology of do as I say, not as I do, right? You know, and that just runs rampant, you know, through our people being afflicted by it in various ways. So I don't want to make this about, you know, Kyrie Irving and them, because it's really not. It's about, you know, our treatment, you know, people can do anything to us and it'd be okay. We say, or try to take a stance, and then, you know, it gets all watered down. And then we got all the proof, you know. So I highly encourage not just listening to this video and our presentation on Sankofa $1.80, but doing some in-depth research yourself, and you know, you gotta keep it together though, you know, and move proactively. So Jennifer, you want to say something? I thought that was really good information for, that's your granddaughter, right, Jamie?
Yeah, that's my granddaughter.
Yeah, I thought that's some of the information was really good for her, you know, and so I'm gonna pop on this other video. Jennifer, you good?
Yeah, I was muted, but yes, that was some very good information, and we're waiting to get to the next one.
Okay.
All right.
That's baby girl right there.
Yeah, she right here.
Okay, you want to say anything?
No. She said no.
Okay. You want to think anything?
You want to think anything?
We got your back, Queen. All right, I'm gonna share again and go to this next one.
Okay, cool.
So in the end of Steady's video, he's going to be talking about some of the things that Zion Lex is talking about. So, you know, we better get those videos to you as well.
Hey, hold on. Let me just say this too, man. Like that's Cyrus Sutin Seti. Hey, y'all really need to check that brother out, man. He's deep. Hey, for real. Go to his page, his channel. Hey, my man got a lot of information that, hey, really, man, you cannot dispute it, man. So just check him out, man. Cyrus Sutin Seti. Check him out. He's tough.
Okay, one of you guys send me at least one of the guys' videos because I will not remember that name.
I'll send it. I'll send you both of the videos from today.
Okay, cool.
Right.
The page you're looking at right now, if you don't know much about the Hebrew language or reading the Hebrew Bible, you might think because there's Hebrew characters that this is a page from the Hebrew Bible. This is from the Talmud. What does the Talmud have to say about the historical Jesus? The significance of the Talmud confirms the historicity of Jesus' life, because the Talmud, as you're going to see, speaks about him within a historical context. The Talmud even confirms his death by the method of crucifixion. By the way, the Israelite method of crucifixion would have been, of execution would have been stoning, not hanging on a cross. The significance of the Talmudic record indicates that Jesus did do miraculous things, but they attribute his power to the devil. Before I even go further, we arrived at somewhere highly significant. Now I'm refixing my cap to put on my spiritual hat, take off the historical hat, and put on the spiritual cap for a moment and say, I'm about to show you in a couple of moments that not only does the Talmud confirm the existence of Jesus, but they even validate the miracles he performed. What's most interesting about that is that the overall picture that the Talmud paints of Jesus is very bad. The rabbis of the Talmud do not like him. They consider him a rebel. They consider him an idolater. They consider him wicked, and they speak very badly about him. So I have a question. If anyone has a motive to make sure that the imaginary Jesus stays imaginary, it certainly would have been the writers of the Talmud. So why do they speak about him in a historical context when they hate him? Here's an even better question. How does the Talmudic authors describe Jesus with such hate when there's no known interaction of them with him? If he didn't exist and they never had interaction with him, where's the hatred coming from? Why do they speak so disparagingly about him? Why do they employ the most pejorative terms and hateful rhetoric about Jesus all throughout the Talmud if he never existed? Because in my common sense, how do you hate something that's not even real? In my common sense, how do you place or develop hatred for something that doesn't even exist. It would have been easier for the Talmudic writers to argue and provide evidence for him not existing, as opposed to spending several tractates, the Aramaic term for chapters of the Talmud. It would have been less time consuming for them to just simply say he didn't exist, as opposed to writing in several places throughout the Talmud about how bad of a person he is. And even to say he did perform miracles, but to attribute it to the work of the devil. That's interesting. I'll tell you why that's interesting first in putting on my spiritual cap, because being objective and being someone that does not believe in the entire narrative of the New Testament, and that is not news to anyone that follows my work, I would want to say, well, why are the Talmudic writers admitting that he did miracles if he didn't do miracles? The Talmudic writers have every reason to negate his existence. They have every reason to negate that he's a miracle worker. And in clear contradistinction to those points, they admit he existed and they admit he performed miracles. Except that they say his existence shows bad character and that his miracle working was really that he was in concert with the devil. Take away all of the religious innuendo from what they're admitting, and here is the common denominator in their narrative. They agree he lived, and they agree he performed miracles. So now we got a debate. The debate is on now. And I say this as an Old Testament Israelite. The debate is on now. Because people who had one-on-one interactions with him are all reporting that he existed and that he performed miracles. Everybody that's had a one-on-one interaction, their common denominator is that he existed and performed miracles. Those who did not have a one-on-one interaction with him, they just say he existed, and they don't speak towards the miracles, which you can expect, because they never had interaction with him or interaction with people who knew him. So now the debate is on. And I could add to the equation, it's now debatable whether or not he performed miracles. Because from the Talmudic vantage point, no one's denying that he performed miracles in the Talmud. No one's denying that he existed. By the way, the Talmudic writers hate him and describe him with the greatest of disdain, which means they have every motive to deny he exists, and more importantly, every motive to deny his miracles. And what do? The exact opposite. Agree he exists and agree he performs miracles, except they paint his existence as a wicked person and they paint his miracles as coming from the devil. You know, mama didn't raise no fool over here. And I gotta tell you, whether or not I personally believe he performed miracles, and if I could be brutally honest, I don't personally believe he performed miracles. But being objective, I gotta say, it's debatable. Even the people who hate him the most, contemporary with him, having one-on-one interactions, don't even deny that he performed miracles. Thumb up the video and share it live. They indicate, the Talmudic records, that Jesus gathered and amassed many converts from among the Israelite people. And here are the Talmudic references to Jesus. This is directly taken from my notes, guys. In Sanhedrin 43a, the Talmud calls Jesus a sorcerer among his disciples. Why do they call him a sorcerer? Well, a sorcerer is someone who's believed to have supernatural abilities. The Talmudic writers speak of Jesus in a historical context and even admit supernatural capabilities? Now, I personally don't care if you or anyone doesn't believe he worked a miracle or had anything supernatural going on. What I personally care about, and as an objective scholar am looking at, is here are a group of people, the rabbis of the Talmud, who clearly show great hatred and disdain for Jesus, speaking of him in a historical context as existing. And not only that, to add insult to injury and fuel to the fire, they don't even deny that he performed miracles, except to say it came from the devil. That says a hell of a lot. So the debate is worthy at this point, at least from a religious perspective, on the miracle worker. You can't really debate from a historical perspective on him performing miracles without historical data. But from a religious perspective, the Talmud just provided enough evidence to have a debate on whether or not, from a religious perspective, he was a miracle worker. I thought I'd add that. The Talmud also says that his disciples healed in his name. They didn't say that the disciples were faking it. They didn't say the disciples were tricking people. They said that they were healing in his name. They call him a Torah teacher. They regard him as a son or disciple that turned out badly, as a frivolous disciple who practiced magic and turned to idolatry, Sanhedrin 107b. They say that he will burn in hell, or his punishment is in hell, Gittin 56b and 57a. They refer to his execution, even referring to it happening on the 14th of Nisan, the eve of Passover, just as recorded in the New Testament Gospels. They even refer to him being born of a woman called Mary. So I say this. I say this very clearly. All right. The Talmud on how Jesus died. The Babylonian Talmud is a commentary on Jewish laws composed between AD 500 and 600. Therein is a text about Jesus' death, Tractate Sanhedrin 43a, where it contains this passage. Listen to what the Talmud says in Sanhedrin 43a. It says, Jesus was hanged on Passover Eve. 40 days previously, the herald had cried, he is being let out for stoning because he practiced sorcery and led Israel astray and enticed them into apostasy. Whosoever has anything to say in his defense, let him come and declare it. As nothing was brought forward in his defense, he was hanged on Passover Eve. Guys, this is not recorded by rabbis in the New Testament. This is not recorded anywhere else. This is recorded right in the Talmud. I want you to just use your common sense just a little bit, un poquito, trying out my Spanish in this moment. The Talmudic writers, the rabbis of the Talmud who really hate Jesus, as you just literally saw, and I'll even point it out, they hate him so much that in one of their sources, they say that he's going to hell and will be punished in hell. They speak of him as the son of Mary. But me knowing the Talmud so much, I can tell you something that is not in that screenshot I just showed you, because I know the Talmud so much. The Talmud refers to Mary as a whore. Are you listening to me? The Talmud doesn't just say that Jesus' mother is Mary. The Talmud calls her a whore. Why? Remember, the Synoptic Gospels cast doubt on who the father of Jesus is. The Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, state that Joseph was mindful to put Mary away because she was with child and he had not known her. So the Talmudic writers literally call Mary a whore. It's right in the Talmud. So use your common sense. Talmudic writers have every reason to relegate him as mythical if he truly doesn't exist. Many of the rabbis speaking of him in the Talmud lived when he lived. Others lived shortly after he lived, but many of them lived while he lived. If he didn't exist, no need to spend so much time and ink and use up so much parchment to develop so much hatred for him when they could simply argue from all of their available evidence, since they are living in his period, so they have enough evidence to show that he doesn't exist, to demonstrate and show that he doesn't exist. Instead, not only do they validate his existence, albeit pejoratively, but they even call him a miracle worker, a performer of miracles, albeit pejoratively. I hope y'all are using your common sense. By the way, you don't get more objective on this topic than from the time I started this dialogue till now. I admitted I don't entirely believe the New Testament. I don't. I hold the Gospels account of Jesus with great respect because I see him as someone who aligns with Torah. Most people in my community that I come from would throw stones at me for saying that. If that doesn't point towards my objectivity, I don't know what the hell else will. You don't get more objective on this topic than me speaking of it, knowing my background, and admitting to you the absolute truth. The Talmudic writers have every motive necessary to want to see and make Jesus fictional and mythical. But they still say that he exists. No one contemporaneous with the rabbis of the Talmud contests their works either. Just like Josephus writing about Jesus and within a historical context, no contemporary writers speaking out against that. The rabbis of the Talmud who lived while Jesus lived, and some shortly thereafter, nobody contemporary with them says, wait, what the hell y'all talking about? He didn't even exist. That's something you need to think about if you care about the truth. So not only does the Talmud regard Jesus as historical, the Talmud cosigns that Jesus performed miracles, albeit in a pejorative sense. They also cosign his dying the eve of Passover, just as described in the New Testament. The Talmudic writers, as you see me right here, they have every motive to relegate Jesus as an ahistorical character. The term ahistorical literally meaning not existing, right? It's an academic term. If I'm calling someone mythical, the academic term is to say that they're ahistorical. They do not exist in history. The term a would be negative in that sense. Ahistorical, you didn't exist, all right? They had every motive to say that he didn't exist. They had every motive to relegate him as an ahistorical character, and yet they did not do that. They insisted on making him historical. The first fact readily apparent is that there were Jews responsible for the Babylonian Talmud who had every motive for wanting to eradicate Christ from history, did not. that is telling. The historicity of Jesus is conceded by them. This is powerful testimony, since a few modern skeptics, very much a minority within their ranks, deny that Jesus ever lived. And let me take the opportunity to remind people that no matter how much you personally believe Jesus doesn't exist, no matter how much you personally believe that he didn't perform miracles, no matter how much you believe that any narrative or historical record speaking about him within a historical context is true, one thing you still have to know, and I'm going to be the one to tell you if you didn't hear this before, the scholarly consensus is that he existed. The same scholars that don't believe in the miracles that is said that he performed, the same scholars that don't believe that he had a supernatural birth, the same scholars that don't believe that there was an Abraham, Isaac, or a Jacob, or an Adam, or an Eve, all agree there was a historical Jesus that walked the earth. So it's an extremely silly and fallacious argument to say that if you accept a historical Jesus living, you must accept everything told about him. That's silly, because all of you can see me right now. And some of you out there have met me in person, so you know I exist. Does everybody believe every single thing told and spoken of me? You all know that people like Donald Trump exist. Some of you out there may have met him. I have met him personally. Do I believe everything told and spoken about him? No. Did he and does he exist? Yes. So then, do you understand how silly it is to make one and the same believing in a story told about someone and equate that with believing that someone exists? I can know and believe that you exist and not believe a single story told about you. You cannot make it one and the same. It's silly, fallacious, and scholarly unfounded.
Reg, I see you, Reg. What's going on, King? Yeah, you see Reg on, man.
What's good, baby boy?
About you that they don't want you to know about you.
Please, hey, Reg, can you hear us? You muted, Reg.
What's going on, King?
Hey, I'm good, King. How about you, man?
Hey, man, good to know you with us, man.
Hey, for sure, man. I've been trying to get it, man. It's been bad, but now I found a new spot, I think.
Okay.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you and can see you.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
What'd you think
There's
about?
that
What'd you
face I
think
wanna
about that
see.
video?
I didn't watch all of it, but I know that Zion Lex, man, he believes in certain things. He's a good speaker, you know. He went against SETI. Him and SETI, man, got into it, got to fighting, I don't know, about 5, 6, 7 years ago and stuff, man. But he's a good speaker, but I don't believe a lot of things that Zion Lex say. For the fact is, he believes in that Bible a lot, you know. He breaks it down a bit, but I came in late, man, so I'm not sure. I came in late.
You right on point, because I mean, that's what them Hebrew Israelites do, man. They steal from our stuff, man, and then try to make the biblical narrative look pretty. Yeah. So I was really playing it about anti-Semitic stuff, and then one of the definitions that SETI provided was, what is the definition of a Semitic, and it's a Negro, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm throwing that smoke out there.
Hey, well, look here. Hey, peace, King. What's going on with you, Reds? Hey, boy. Hey, glad to see you, baby. Oh man, he just popped off, man.
Love.
He back.
You back?
Yeah.
You're trying to find that one spot.
Hey, J-Mo.
Yeah, what's going on, baby boy? I see you, baby.
Okay, good, man. Good. There you go. There you go. I faded out for a minute, man.
Yeah, no worries, the King. I see you. I know you here, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be on too much longer anyway. But
Hey, but
Reg,
look,
I'll send you both videos, man, and you know he's just going over, you know, all the propaganda and news that's going on. So I just wanted to give a baseline of, you know, where it's all coming from, you know, and without getting too deep into it, man. So, you know, like you always say, and you know, to research some shit, right? So I just put a little baseline out there of information for people to jump off into.
so of course, you know, I got a few things to say about that, right? I mean, okay, so you know, I've always, hey, I like Zion Lex's scholarship. You know what I mean? I like how he breaks everything down. He also studies Kemetic science as well as the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, right? But my thing is this, man, just because, you know, first of all, you got to understand, man, these people like the Jewish doctrine, Judea and all that, man, and Christianity and all these different, you know, Islam. See, all these people, man, it doesn't matter if they all agree that Jesus existed, Moses existed, because here's the thing about that, King. Each and every one of those denominations, and I'm talking about that's whether, you know, whatever denomination you are, whether you in Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Hebrew Israelite, you know, whatever you are, King, they all need every player in that book to exist in order for they shit to exist. You understand that? Right? So in order for because in order for their their doctrine to be able to move forward or the story to be complete, they need every single player in the book, right? So, you know what I mean? So they have to have them exist. What we trying to do is tell you, man, that none of these cats exist, right? And where you got these stories from. This is what we trying to do here, right? So whether it's a Talmud, whether it's the Christianity book, you know, the King James version or whatever version you choose to, you know, out of the 100 versions you got, whatever versions you want to choose from, right? My thing is this here, King. You got to prove the shit first, right? To me, right? So it doesn't matter. Like I said, each and every one of those denominations, even you know, and all the different doctrines, they all have to have each. They gotta see Jesus has to exist in order for their doctrine to exist. You feel me? Right? Jesus has to exist. Otherwise, there would be no need for your doctrine, King. If Jesus doesn't exist, right? There don't be no need for your doctrine, man. Right? Number one, man. So they all have to exist, right? In order for your shit to exist, and in order for your whatever your whatever your mission is for these people at this time. Well, we know whatever you got cooking, you know what I mean? Whatever your you know, your intentions is, right? For these people, right? So yeah, you got to have all the players got to exist, King. You know what I mean? And so you know, and I think that's a real messed up comparison for you to compare Donald Trump with, you know, because you can see him. But see, here's the thing, man. Who's seen Jesus? Who's seen him other than, you know, second, third, and fourth hand accounts? You know, just a book. It's a book. A book says it, so this means that it's real. this is what I'm saying. Like, see, that's a poor example because we literally can see Donald Trump. I mean, he put it out there himself. But how many times have you shook hands and met Jesus Christ, King? I mean, that's what I want to know. I mean, damn, Donald Trump. I mean, like he's some type, like he compared to, you know, some type of deity or something. You know what I mean? I mean, so I'm just saying, like, I mean, how many times you done shook hands with Moses? You know, that's what I want to know. Damn, Jesus, damn, Trump. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just my thing, King.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right. You know, the other thing that was said on there was that the people that didn't witness the physical or the miracles, you know, denied. But he pointed out that none of those people knew any of the people that is said to have affiliated with. None of them, all the people that don't know, that didn't experience Jesus or the miracles. None of them have any affiliation with the few that did. Right? See, that's some weird shit right there. I mean, you know, you got to have brother or sister, you know, or so. I'm just saying, man, that's odd to me too, man.
Yeah, you gotta have you really first of all, you gotta have faith or something to even have these to even you know, associate these people with anything, right? So you got to believe that these people existed. So my thing is this: how do you know that, man? Because the book say it, or another book said that's you know. I mean, come on, man. Like, do you think that the Talmud or the people or that doctrine and the people that follow that doctrine, right? Them people is the ones that gave all these other doctrines they doctrine, or allow them to practice their doctrine, as long as you, right? Because you gotta have, look, man, you gotta have every player on the book in order for your shit to be complete, right? So for him to sit up here and say that, well, why is the Talmud, you know, verifying that Jesus existed? Like, dude, they gotta have Jesus existing, fool, in order for them really, for their shit to be complete, and for their shit so they can tell their story. And so, you know what I mean? So they can, lay down they politics.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Go ahead, jump in, Ray. We've been waiting for you.
I man, and also, man, you know, you have to look at also, man, let me see how to word this. According to the Bible, as I call it, the book, there's a lot of the books, they're not even written from that person. That is why they say, according to John, Mark, Luke, Mike, Billy Bob, and all this kind of stuff. So we don't even know who actually wrote these books besides some white man in a back room or something say, hey, you know, according to somebody, this happened. But there's no firsthand proof of nothing. None of this stuff, really. But still, I just want to add a little small part.
Hey, man, you can keep talking, man, because me and Jamie be talking about you, man, and we love your flow, man. So
right. No, man, I didn't hear to listen for the most part, man, because I've been missing out on y'all, man. But now I think I found a good spot, man, where you know, have some service and stuff, man.
Okay.
And half of your videos you've been sending me, I could watch part of them and stuff, man. And then, you know, the stream is bad. I gotta come back to it or something, man. It's kind of bad out here, man.
Yeah. But you got it real good out there too. You got it real.
Right,
you living real good out there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. But yeah, man, I love what y'all doing though, man.
Yeah, we love doing it, man. We love doing it, man. You know, and so but there again, my whole thing is on this session is to sprinkle you with some aspirations to go and research some shit. Rewind the video. It'll be placed on Sankofa, and after we get done here, rewind the video, write some shit down, research it, come back and holler at your boy. I don't mind no conflict. Come on,
Yeah,
with
man. And like and subscribe, King.
Yeah, like and subscribe on the YouTube joint. Right?
Yeah, like and subscribe to us, man. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get a little word out here and there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ain't nobody.
I'm about to do it, man. I'm about to do that, man, like as soon as I can. What you talking about?
Yeah, man.
We ain't trying to get famous out here. We trying to just put the word out there, man. And we really enjoy this stuff. So, and if it was all about us, like we had a discussion about this one cat that he's on the scene by himself. He don't got no button to have comments or anything to interact and shit like that. And I'm saying, man, I don't want to be that way. So come on in, join in, let's build. I don't mind the conflict. We got some fire to throw back at you, but we got an open mind to learn too. So it ain't about us being right, but it's about us being right. So come correct. Just because you drop some salt in the game, don't mean that just don't taste good. That is viable. So we don't expect you to buy our business either. But what we putting out here is some real researching. I usually take a day or two off and do different stuff. But I was caught up in this, and I watched a lot of video. I read a lot of news, did a lot of historical researching in the book. Even went down to the library this week, and so I just delivered this light version because anything else that I had would have been it just brought too much attention. So, not scared of the fight. I just don't want it for everybody in Sankofa. I'm up for it. I'm front line.
Hey, so I don't know if Jen heard what you think about what Zion Lex just laid down. By the way, family, hey, that was Zion Lex, which is a very, very powerful Hebrew, man. Hey, look him up. He got some really good information. He studies Kemetic science and he Hebrew Israelite faith. Check him out. Like I said, he's tough. All right. Hey, Jen, what you think about it though? Can you hear me? Hey, you muted, right?
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm just braiding. So I was listening to him. Some of his points are interesting, but it's other things that I really didn't agree with.
What? Give me one of the things you didn't agree with.
Or because when he was speaking about the Bible and all of that stuff, I really agree with that. Hey.
Is there one important part that you didn't agree with?
Yeah. Huh?
Is there one important part that you didn't agree with?
No, just with him just speaking about basically he was speaking about the Bible and what, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain.
So I know one part he was saying is that he subscribes to the Gospels of the New Testament, but he's an Old Testament Hebrew. But he still subscribes to the New Testament and of the Gospel. Right. But he doesn't believe that he created did miracles. All right. And Jamie always says, I gonna buy part of that book, that holy scripture, but not all of it. That's cheap.
And see, that's how I felt. It's kind of like he went along with some of it, but then not the whole thing. And I just feel like it's all just written and just made up. I don't believe in none of that. That Bible is written by the white man, period, point blank. This is their control tactic. That's how I feel.
Yeah, the whole damn thing.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
Right.
a control tactic.
See, I think that the reason why they do that, you know what I'm saying, they split the book up. Okay, well, I don't believe in that part. I believe in this book, this part, right? Because that's a good way, that's a good escape tactic, right? They
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? To me, that's just a way that they can escape out of explaining some of the silliness that's in this book, man.
In this book,
right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now, if you say that you are, I'm just Old Testament only. So now you ain't got to explain none of the Jesus Christ things, right? All you got to do, you know, you just got to tighten up. You got to be real tough in the Old Testament. That's all that is, right? And if you are, a New Testament believer and you don't believe in the Old Testament, then you know that's an escape tactic, right? You ain't got to mess with Moses or the laws, right? So you ain't up under the law. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different guy. Like you really like so what? How many guys y'all working with here, man? Because I mean, is this a different guy because it's a New Testament, or is this the same guy in the New Testament? I mean, how y'all doing this? Is we switching? I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what when Unc said you're cheating. See, you can't cheat. See, that's cheating right there. That's against the rules. We gotta call a timeout. we gotta talk about this, right? Because you know, at this point, I mean, because you ain't giving me a chance to win if you can keep switching the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, okay, so you want one conversation, you these people, and then we go to another conversation. Oh shit, you these people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, man. Now wait, now damn it, now wait, dude, you cheating. Damn it. Now
Right.
how many of y'all is in this damn? Okay, so everybody is Hebrew Israelite. Is that what you saying? That everybody walking around the earth that's black is Hebrew Israelites. That's what they're trying to say. But the Hebrew Israelites is how old? I mean, where did y'all come around? And then how did we become y'all all of a sudden? And y'all just right. Y'all just got here. Nigga, what was we before y'all got here? That's the question.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. See, so you can't be, and that's why I say about cheating. You can't cheat. That's cheating, right? You gotta stand still, and you gotta answer that question. You can't do that, man. That's like I said. We gotta call a timeout and talk about it right there, right? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know that like Uncle said, man. You know, you gotta be consistent. You can't be all over the damn place. You know what I mean?
Now I will say that as far as the Hebrew Israelites and all of that different stuff, I'm not educated on that because I was not raised to know anything about any of these other religions. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm realizing that in this day and age, the religion that I, was raised with, I realized I've been misled. That's how I feel. I've been misled. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because my parents or grandparents knew. It was because they were misled as well. So this is all, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's up to me to learn as much as I can. So this is why I don't get into the conversation too much. I'm listening majority of the time because I don't know. Literally, I don't know. So there's some things, that I might come across and I'm like, you know what, that is so very true. Why is this or why is that? But I'm just listening to y'all and learning. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this just comes to light with me. That's just how I feel. And Jamie, I was going to ask you as well. So what was that all about? Or do you even really know? But remember when Baby D had this little thing where he went in on the Israelites, what was going on there?
I don't know because I'm not sure what that was about. I mean, I had to look at it again.
Which part, Jamie?
You remember they had Baby D. She sent that video of Baby D talking to the Hebrew Israelite brothers.
Oh, we know when they was out on the block.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. We watch these people that are scholarly. So that was a different version for me, and I couldn't really back that. I wish I'd have been there because I'd have straightened some shit out. Um,
But
they
like I said,
gathering. Hey, they gathering though, and that's important. They gathering and they talking about it.
right. And see, but like I said, man, you got to be careful with this shit, man. And I understand what you're saying, Jen. When people, when you're not that goes to show you that when you were younger, and you wasn't studying the Bible, you was listening to other people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And these other people was listening to other people, and it just came down and came down. But then when you read it, for real, read it yourself, it ain't said none of that shit. Right? It says something.
Or at the least you got questions.
Right. I mean, because when you but what was it? Oh, that's Red.
Yeah, that's Reg.
Yeah, no, yeah. He said, "Send me the link." That was you, right, Red? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Yes,
but
I couldn't find it.
okay. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, but that goes to show you that most people don't read the Bible, man. They just going off of what grandmama told them and what mama told them and what auntie was telling them. Man, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't reading the Bible. And so as this shit gets passed down, shit get left out, man, and added in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, listen, man, that's why I said it's important for us to know our history, King. We got to know the history of these people and know who these people are, where they come from, right? You got to know that, man. That's really, really important, man, because when you can literally track these people down, right? You'll be able to understand what you're reading, right? See, but if you don't understand the history and who these people were, what part of the earth these people are on, that's important. What time frame is this people talking about? That's very important. See, when you say that the Bible is a history book, history books have dates of times and events of said actions or whatever happened, what any occurrences, right? They have some kind of date, man, so you can refer back and track down a timeline. The Bible has none of that, man. It's just claims. They leave it for us to put a timeline on it, right? And when you put a timeline on it, it don't fit nowhere, man. When you put a real live timeline on these events that supposed to have happened in these times, you can't find no evidence of it. And this is the thing I'm saying, but people are sitting up here teaching their families and giving their money and life to these churches and these religions, and you don't have a clue of who these people were and where these people started at. You following some that came from Iraq. Do they really know that? Do they know that they following some that came from Turkey? Do they know they find something that's coming from Khazaria, and then this is what you choose to follow, right? You following, right? But then at the same time, when you start from the very, 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 very beginning, right? You following Kemetic science, that's just straight, that's corrupted and grossly misunderstood. That's what they follow, because then people didn't have enough sense to make up their own history and make up their own doctrine. They had to take ours and flip it and repackage it and set it back to us.
Exactly.
So,
Hey, so Jennifer, I started like you did. I actually studied the Bible and learned later that it wasn't history. And then so I'm in the platform where you just described. I don't know a lot, but I learned a whole lot, and I stay studying up on this stuff. So but my point is that
Right.
So just keep interacting with us, and throwing your little dime, throwing your the dime when you can, and stuff like that. Because more you research, the more questions or statements. Like me, I got statements because I research deep. I don't really want to hear no bullshit. So I ain't gonna leave too much room for it. I think objectively for a short moment. So
Yeah.
you feel me? Because I want facts. And I'm gonna bring out facts. So I brought out two real good scholars, and they were talking about what I'm against, and things like that. So this is what we do. So I really appreciate you being here. Hey Reg, hey Jennifer, you Facebook friends with Reg?
I don't even know who he is.
you do know Reggie Scott. You know Reggie.
Reggie Scott.
Coach
Of
like
course
Reg.
I do. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you get on Reg's page, hey, Reg's shit is uncut. So his shit is uncut. So Reg, you got something else to say, man?
Yeah, Jennifer, how baby, it's show your voice, and we are friends on Facebook. But
Okay, we are.
It's your got, so you might not know, but so.
Okay.
Okay, but I really feel that we all have basically went down that same road of knowledge, and the same way that just said it, we tend to research things. We've been taught all these falsehoods for so long, and that's bothered me. That's why I did a lot of research. I'm like, hold on, a lot of us don't add up. And I used to read that Bible day in and day out, and a lot of things didn't add up. So that is when I started to research things outside the Bible to see that line up with the Bible. And I come to understand, or overstand, I should say, is a lot of Bible doesn't add up, period. And that's why I no longer read it. But I read it when I want to chastise people, though. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not the scripture.
Say that part again, Reg. Hey, say that part again, Reg. You read it when you want to do what?
I read the Bible when I want to chastise people. When I chastise, like, no, man, it doesn't say that in the Bible, brother, man. No, you have it totally wrong. I mean, totally wrong. And that what happens a times where our parents and our parents and family members, man, Uncle Bubbles and our aunts and uncles stuff, man, had actually taught us all this because they didn't know no better. Man, it goes back for years. I tell you the numbers, but it goes back a long time where we didn't have no Jesus, man. The letter J came out in 1524, 1527. We didn't know Jesus, man. See, man, black folks, but still, we have lost our identity, our spirituality, and all that kind of stuff. But now we believe that some white man in the sky or something, man, and and all these angels and all this nonsense is gonna happen. See, they were very good from letting us know exactly who we are and us from ourselves. You know, we have a divine, I guess, energy that a lot of us did lose, but we're just now trying to get all that back though, man. But still, man, yeah, man, it's sad though, man. It's sad. I still talk to people nowadays and it's like, yeah, I love you anyway, man, but I really don't want to hear it, man. But
Right.
I am glad you brothers still doing your thing. And I'm going to sign up on YouTube too, man. Trust me, man.
Yeah. I already know, Reg. Hey, big ups to you, King, man. You know, you one of the three that set the foundation for me, man. So, you know, big motherfucking ups, man.
Yeah, for real, man. Hey, man, and to anybody that sees this this YouTube live, man, please like and subscribe, share. We just trying to get some information out, people, man. We ain't trying to beat up on nobody or start nothing, right? So just like I said, just like and subscribe, and like I said, you know, we do this every week, you know, same time, 2:00 every Sunday. You know, we're gonna come on and we're gonna kick it, and anybody is welcome. You can come on in, you can talk, you can agree, disagree, and explain to us why, and you can share, you can do whatever you need to do to get your point across. Okay, so come on in, people, man, family, you know, and fellowship with us, man. You know, build with us. That's all we're doing. We just building, man. We all learning. You know what I mean? And we just trying to, you know, put what we can out there, you know, to help our people, man. All right. What y'all think?
Hey, and while you liking and subscribing, go ahead and over and tiptoe to them keyboard to them keys and put a comment in there. You know, you can blow some smoke or you can agree with us. It don't matter. You know, just share your opinion. It matters to me. You know, it matters to Jamie, and so and it'll matter to other people. You know, you get some conversation going on, some interaction, and stuff like that, and that's what we all about. So this is a good build to me, man. And we got King Reg on there, you know, and Queen Jennifer, you know, and so you know that's big news to me. That's what's up. Yeah, I
Hey,
love you guys.
Just
And
one
so
more
I'll
thing
post
to
this
add
on.
on, King. Just one more thing to add on, man. Please, no disrespect,
Yeah.
man. No, you know, everybody's belief is their belief, man. Just, you know, we're not trying to beat up on nobody's belief or doctrine. We're just trying to show you something. If you want to see some real history, some real people, you know, real ancestors, you know, real artifacts, you know, real science, anthropology, archaeology,
Holistic healing,
archaeology. I'm sorry.
holistic healings.
Holistic health, man. We're gonna have economics on here, where you know we you know, learning how to, you know, I mean, just showing us how to deal with money and how to, you know, what to invest in, the different kind of investments, man. So I mean, we got a lot going on here that's coming up. Again, holistic health, man, with all kind of herbs and minerals, sea moss and all kind of things that we have to offer. That's you know, natural. Reg, you in a spot, King, that you got everything that you probably can find anything that you need, man, right there on your land, right there. Hey, y'all, just so you know, Reg is off the grid, living off the grid. The brother has been off. How long you been off the grid, Reg?
2 years.
Yeah, Red's been off the grid for 2 years. He living off the land. He bought him. How many acres you got out there, Red?
My fault, man. I keep muting myself. I had like 30 acres.
So
Hey,
Red's got 30.
Tell us something about your land, Reg.
Yeah. Talk about it, Red.
Tell us something that you want people to know.
Talk about it,
So
Red.
one thing that I want people to know basically is having land is very valuable. You know, you can do a lot of things with land. You can make a lot of money with land. Also, I guess if you have more than 5 acres or 7 acres, the government would even give you money to do certain things with land, brother. So there is money in land, you know, a house, you know, well, one thing I say also is one thing that I have in life is you don't own nothing really, man. We don't own nothing besides our mind. We don't own houses, land, none of that kind of stuff. But um my land is in a pretty good shape. Yes, I am off grid. It's been about 2.5 years. I'm having the government put in a well and put some more scene, and therefore they're going to pay for all that. And also they're going to give me enough money to some cattle and do certain things that I want to do to build up my land. So one thing about having land, you always can tap into money and resources, and then you can survive off of your land for free. You know, you can have your own garden, your own food, you know, and that's being like a vegan and things like that too, though. But still, yeah, it's one revenue that we all should become. It's important to have your own piece of land, you know, and that's about it, man, really.
Hey, big ups to you, Reg, man. That's a big boy move, man. I ain't that big yet, you know, and it takes a lot of nuts and a lot of character. You know, that's just real talk, man. Big ups to you, man. Takes a lot of character and a lot of wanting to be a testimony to other people, you know, as well. And to have the content and the substance to show about it instead of just talk about it. So, you know, big ups to you, Reg.
Yeah, family. You see, Reg is out
Thank
there,
you.
man. 30 acres. You got 30 acres of land out there, man. Hey, Reg, hey, tell them what you're trying to do in the future, man, as far as the community, King.
That is something that I was considering. So before that, I can't talk, but I can help people to tap into resources to get financing for land too. So, you know, look me up, you know, brothers have my information and things like that. What am I doing as far as what again?
No, what you gonna do is, you know, I think
doing
Jamie was talking about. I think Jamie was talking about, you know,
community?
building up a community there.
Yeah, yes. I do have enough land where I can do that. I've been doing a lot of research on that, you know. I've been talking to other communities. There is a black group, and I forget the guy's name, but there's a black, I guess, off grid, which is black, but still, you know, not be black, white, purple, pink, but still, that is something that I had actually considered, but I would actually love to do that to for have certain like-minded people to come along, get along, and to build things up and then help each other out and actually feed off of one another. That was something that I was thinking about. I'm kind of leery a little bit because I've seen some of the cons about their topic, but I would love to have a community of like-minded people who is trying to have the same goal, you know, trying to do the same thing, and which is being out of the system, out of, you know, the government and all that kind of stuff, man, being away, just living your life and being free. Not saying that, you know, I have to report to Tom, you know, on time, things like that though. But building a community is actually foreseeable. And I can do it, but I just need to have the right people that I want to build that with. And man, it's a lot of them, you know. A lot of folks like, yeah, man, you know, man, we can grow weed, we can do this, we can do that, man. We can scheme and scam. Like, nah, brother, you know, that's all right though. But still, there's something that I might want to do down the line. But my last thing is, I'm actually turning my barn into a house. I have a large barn, and I've been doing some major work there, and I'm turning my barn into a big house. But and I live in a camper right now for the last like 2.5 years, and I love it, and I'm good.
Hey, big ups to you, man. Cause you know, like-minded people is important, man. And Reg ain't about that okie doke. You know what I mean? You want to still do city-fied shit. You know, stay in the city. You know, you want to evolve and experience and share and be in that proper example. Then holler at your boy, right?
That's right. Red's got information. He got information on finance, how to finance you some land. He got information on where to look, where to start. So, hey, anybody that's interested in getting off grid, maybe even just buying some land and putting you a house on it, whatever you're trying to do to it, man. But, if you're trying to, but you heard what he said, land is very valuable. You can do a lot with the land, and, and you get resources off just off of having the land. So just people, just family, just pay attention, and look the brother up, man. If you looking for land.
Yeah, and if you know something about off grid that you think Reg might not know, holler at that king. Holler at that king, man. I know he wants some info.
Or if you got questions about how to off grid, get at Rez, because Rez been out there for 2.5 years, and he ain't thought about coming back. So just think about that for a minute.
Hey, yeah. So go ahead, Reg.
No, man, Jimmy, right, man. I had not thought about coming back, and I wouldn't go back for nothing in the world, man. I actually love my freedom too much, I barely have neighbors and things, man, and I have peace. I have nature, and I am getting my mind back right. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my spirit right, man. I'm getting my health back. I'm getting my mind back. So I am learning to learn me once again, because I'm not, around a lot of things, fast moving things and people and, neighbors and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was a great point though.
Hey, so I'm gonna throw something out there, man. So I got a hot tub, but we got neighbors and all that kind of shit. So all the shit that comes with neighbors in the hot tub, right? Reg ain't got that problem. Reg ain't got that. He got real hot tub experience shit, right? And I say big ups to you. We laugh about it, joke, but I'm telling you, man, I mean, no holds barred, right? So big ups, King. Big ups.
Hey, and his hot tub don't cost. Hey, see his hot tub. See your hot tub costs you a bunch of bread. See, hey, Red's hot tub. Right. Hey, Red can get the same shit you get. His shit free. See, that's the whole thing about what the fuck Reds do. See, you gotta pay a gang of money to have the same luxury as Reds got, and Reds got his shit free. See, this how you gotta look at this shit, right? Because every time you flush that toilet, hey, that's probably about $2.50, man. Right? Hey, you know what I mean? That's probably about $2.50, man. Probably about $1.50. It might be about $1.50, $1.25. I'm just saying, but Reds ain't got they don't cost that. They don't cost Reds nothing, right? I'm just saying, man. Right? Listen, man. Look, Reds right now, he kicking it with us. He posts. He talk to a motherfucker when he want to talk to a motherfucker. He don't want to talk to nobody. Hey, I have bad reception, right? Right? I'm just saying, right? So, hey, listen, look, man. Everything you in control of everything when you out there, King. Everything is under your control, right?
That nigga just capped on motherfuckers, boy.
I'm just saying, everything is under your control. But see, where we at right now, we ain't got to control the shit, man, because we got to pay for everything we do, man. We got to pay to flush toilet. We got to pay to put that garbage outside and the front lawn for the people to come pick it up. See, Reds don't have none of that problem, man. We got to pay the man a gang of money every month. So you're right, to live in the house, right? Reds ain't got that problem, man. Reds, his shit paid for. He living his shit, right? Hey, listen, man. All Reds got to pay for his gas. All Reds got to pay for his gas, man. That's all Reds got to pay for his gas.
He ain't planting no potatoes yet, so he still got to get potatoes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, King, like, listen, man, like people think that what Reds ain't got. No, see, what it's a Reds got everything we got. You just the only thing is we got to pay for it. Reds don't.
Now let me say this. I didn't know this was the Reggie I was talking about in the beginning. But one thing I will say, Reggie always has been real. Always been a smart young man. You know what I'm saying? He always looked out for your son, Jamie. And he always made this, these conversations like he was going to do something different. So he wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? He just got out here and did what he had to do. And I really like that, That's something I would like to do. I don't know if I could live off the grid like right away like that, but I would love to do it. I'm trying to tell you, because this is too much. You got to pay for everything. You don't have your piece, anything, but he has all that,
He got it all and it's free. That's the cool thing. See, he got everything we got, but his shit free. Our shit costs us an arm and a goddamn leg. Right?
Yeah.
Like I said, every time you flush the toilet, man, that's $1.10. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cut on a light, you cut on a goddamn light. Oh, that's as long as I don't care how long it start at 50 cents and it go up 5 cents every minute. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So goddamn it, you paying for every goddamn thing you use, King. But we're Reds, he got everything we got, but it's free. See, now what kind of deal is it? You can't beat that. Hey, Reds got a hot tub. Hey, how many motherfuckers got a hot tub at their crib? Right? Reds got a motherfucking hot tub. Reds can take a shower outside. How many motherfuckers take a shower outside? Yeah. Can't nobody do that, man. Hey, can't nobody do that, man. That's beautiful, man. We can go outside and take a shower.
And that brings a sense of peace.
What, man? Ain't you kidding, man? Yeah. Hey, Red see something he want to eat. All Red got to do is get that motherfucker, man. Hey,
all he got to do is pick it off the tree.
All Red's got to do is get it, man. See, we got to go on. We got to spend $5, $10 in gas to go get the motherfucker. $10 to get the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Right? $5 to cook the motherfucker. You know what I mean? All that shit, Red, that shit free. Red, get that motherfucker, man, start a fire out that motherfucker anywhere he want to. Look, that's the cold thing. He start a fire wherever the fuck he get ready to start a fire. He cook his shit wherever the fuck he want to cook his shit, right? And eat his shit. And that shit was all fucking free. It's all free.
Yeah. Yeah. And dude, you hit it dead in the head, man. And that there is my mindset that I want to have. I basically don't want to pay for anything. My garden is not doing too well, so I'm not doing good. And I did plant I planted 3 fruit trees, but they're young, so shut up, dog. So that won't happen soon, but I will be having cattle by next year too. So I'm eating some beef and things like that, man. I can sell some beef. I can cut up half of it and store it and eat it as I go. My whole thing is eating off the land for free. I mean, not paying a dime for nothing. I mean, rabbits, deer, turkey, all in my front yard, all that kind of stuff, man. But yeah, I want to add that.
Hey, man, you living good, man. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous, and then I'll be nervous and then a motherfucker at the same time.
Yeah, because at nighttime, hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be like Debo in the chicken coop. I'm trying to tell you, boy. hey, shit moving. Hey, shit get to moving. Motherfucker, go get that pistol. All right, goddammit, get to keep on fucking around out there. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I like that mother. I like the whole goddamn woods up, like that whole motherfucker up. Light it up, light it all up.
Jamie gonna scare everything away.
Hey, I don't give a damn. I'll check it in the morning. Hey, we're gonna check it in the morning because I know I hit something because I'm letting a whole lot of shit go. I know I hit something because I'm letting a whole lot go. Yeah. Let me hear it. I'm out there by myself. Nah, man. Hey, I'm out there shaking like I'll be out there shaking like a mini bike. I'm trying to tell you.
Dude, and
So he by himself, Jamie?
Yeah, he by sometimes. Hey, you by yourself, Red?
Thank you, Dan.
Hey,
man,
sometimes.
I am by myself. No, I am by myself continuously, 24/7 every day for the last year and things. But still, Jamie, you hit it dead in the head, man, because there's bears out here. I don't want to say no type of panthers, but there's some large animals, man. There's coyotes, you know, packs of coyotes and shit like that, man. Bears. I find some bear poop on my property frequently. And you're right, dude. I got a gun on me right now, man. There's always a gun on me or next to me or around me, period, man. But you're right. It ain't for the weak-hearted and the fake-minded, man, because hold on. And still at nighttime, I'll be out here, man, the bonfire, man, have me a beer or something, man, chilling and still. But you better believe I got about 3 or 4 guns right next to me, though. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, and now with that, I'll be cool. But even then, man, I don't know if I could do it by myself, alone, man. Because I gotta have somebody, goddamn it, this shit to talk to. Goddamn it, I'll be out there talking to my goddamn self. You know what I mean? Hey, I might fuck around and get to shooting just because. Goddamn it, what the fuck? What? Nigga? What?
It ain't no might to it. Jamie gonna scare all the motherfucking animals away, man. He gonna light up the whole scene. Like, damn.
Hey, all I can say is a motherfucker better stay behind me. That's all I can tell you, man. Stay behind me. God damn it, because I'm letting you know, man. I have a scared motherfucker. I'm shooting the ground. I'm shooting. I don't give a fuck what it is. When I pull out, I'm letting that motherfucker go. So as soon as I pull out, that motherfucker coming out. Boom, boom. I'm shooting the ground all the way till I come up. Boom, boom. I'm telling you.
Hey, Reg, I've been out in the woods a lot, man, and I really like it, man. I really like it. You know, I've been by the streams, I've been by the rivers, I've been in the deep woods, you know, the deep mountains, you know, and shit like that, man. I really like it, man. So, you know, big ups to you, dude.
Okay, you're done.
Hey, so I think we're about done for this week's session, and then once again, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then please comment while you are liking and subscribe. So we're just all here to learn and build, and I like a little smoke myself, so we can bring that too. It inspires me to dig deeper, you know. So bless you all, and I think Jamie coming back on before we end it totally. Red, you got anything else you want to say? You're on mute though.
No, man. I'm good, man. I'm glad to hear y'all voices, man. Giving out all this great, important knowledge and stuff, man. I've been slipping on my game a bit, and, as far as being here, learning, and things like that, man. But hopefully, man, I'm in a good spot because I'm gonna be with you brothers, if I can, every Sunday at 2:00.
Hey, so
I'm going on YouTube right now too.
Go ahead.
That's it.
No. Hey, so Jamie gonna be presenting next week, and so that'll be sweet, man. And I just feel it a privilege, man, to have you on with us, man. That's real talk. You know, I ain't gonna flatter nobody. You fucked up, you know. But you know, I really love you, man, and got a high respect for your game, man. So you know, throw some of your stuff up on Sankofa 180 degrees, Red. Throw some of your wisdom up on there. You know, whether it's a banner or a post or whatever, man. Just keep on posting for us. You too, okay. Jennifer. All right, King. I'm good.
Okay, man. Hey, so listen, man. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in, man. Rest. Hey, man. Come on next week, King. I send it to you every week anyway, man. Just so you if you can't get in, man. I know you'll come in, King. Hey, love you, Reg, man. Like I said, anybody want to know about off grid and talk to Reg. Anybody want to know about some land, land deals or whatever. Hey, talk to Reg. Reg know about all that. And peace, man. Love.
Peace, Jennifer. Thanks for attending, Jennifer, and thanks for participating.
All right, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
All right, love you, King. All right, Jamie, we good.
All right.